What's the best AI business to start as a beginner in 2026? Everyone is talking about using AI to make money, but 99% of people are setting themselves up to fail because they're starting the wrong kind of AI business. But once everyone else catches on, every freelancer, marketer, and brand starts using AI, the advantage disappears. So if you're watching this right now, you're actually in luck. 2026 is the last year that beginners will have a real edge with AI. That's exactly why knowing which AI business actually works matters way more than ever, because choosing wrong in 2026 won't just waste time, it's gonna cost you your window to win. I've watched people hesitate while a small few went all in, and those were the ones who built million-dollar brands overnight. That's the same opportunity sitting right now in front of you, and it's how I went on to make over $10 million online, where the only difference is, this time, AI is the wave. And today I'm breaking down the top 5 AI businesses that I built completely from scratch, where you'll even see how fast that you can hit your first $100 with each one of these, how much effort it actually takes, and how scalable it really is once the money starts rolling in. But here's the twist. One of these 5 completely outperform the rest, and I'll be personally showing you which one and walk you through step by step of how you can get started with it yourself. Now, the first one I want to talk about is one of the easiest ways to start making money with AI right now, and it's called the AI website studio model. Look, every business, entrepreneur, and personal brand needs a website, but nobody wants to spend the weeks that it takes to make one. I mean, think about it. Your website is the new storefront. It's the first impression, the handshake, the thing that separates a legit business from someone just hustling out of their DMs. And that's why having a clean, professional site is just really not optional anymore. It's the foundation of how people buy and trust online. So that's where you come in, using AI to build fully functional websites for customers in a fraction of the time. And look, as a business owner myself, I could tell you firsthand that time really is the most valuable asset. So when you approach them with something like, hey, what if I could build you a store? One that tells your brand story, it looks professional, and it brings in real customers, all without you having to lift a single finger, so you can stay focused on actually running your business. That's gonna be an offer that they just definitely cannot refuse. And you see, the best part is that you don't need to be a web designer to pull this type of stuff off. With Shopify's AI store builder, you can literally build an entire website without ever touching a single toggle. You just answer a few quick prompts, the industry that they're in, their niche, the actual product that they're selling, and then from there, the AI will build out everything for you. And then once that store is generated, you're already 90% finished. But here's the thing, the last 10%, the design, the layout, the feeling, that's what takes a store from good to great. And this is exactly where I use a tool that adds polish and personality, which is something like Dropshipping, which takes what AI built and elevates it to that next level. It gives you clean, conversion-ready layouts, product sections that actually make sense, and built-in AI tools for things like banners, product descriptions, and logos. Everything that I need to make it feel real. So when you hand that site off, it doesn't just look complete, it feels like it was built by a full team of professionals. Simple, right? Well, starting this business is pretty simple at first. Yeah, you don't really need design skills, coding experience, or really any type of big portfolio. But I will be honest that when you really do get into the nitty-gritty, the layouts, the copy, the small design tweaks that actually affect conversion, that's where things start to take more effort. Where it's not impossible, but it's the kind of work that rewards patience and detail. So for ease, I put this one in the yellow zone. It's manageable, but it's just not effortless. Now, let's talk about speed. How fast can you actually make your first $100 with this? Well, if you went out right now and you found 10 small business owners and said, hey, I will build you a clean, professional website that actually converts for just $100, at least one of them will say yes before the day ends. You're using AI to do 90% of the work, so delivery is almost instant. That's why for time to your first $100, this one is sitting solidly in the green. But here's where things slow down, and that's with scalability. At first, you're feeling great. You get a new client, new website, new payday, and after a while, you start realizing you're doing the same thing over and over, where you're not building leverage, you're just trading hours for cash. And that's the complete opposite of what an AI business should be. So on scalability, this one lands deep in the red. Still, it's a killer way to start, build momentum, and learn how to actually deliver value, because the next AI business on this list, it actually fixes this exact problem. And before we move on to number 4 on this list, I do want to mention that all the different tools I'll be covering throughout this video will be linked below in the description if you want to check them out for yourself. And I have some exclusive offers and discounts that you will not be able to find anywhere else, specifically for this video, so you guys can get started at the cheapest cost. All right, let's talk about one of the fastest growing AI business models of 2026. It's something that brands are slowly learning to replace real creators, as it builds ads that look like authentic user content, but no one actually filmed them. No actors, no cameras, no production crews, just one person, a few prompts, and an AI does the rest. It's an AI UGC engine model, and it's changing the entire way that content and ads are made. Now, to understand why this is such a big deal, you've got to know how it used to work. You see, before AI, running a UGC ad agency meant managing people. You had to find creators, negotiate contracts, send products, wait for filming, deal with revisions, and even after all that, maybe half the ads would flop. This was extremely slow, expensive, and unpredictable. But now, AI tools like HeyGen, InVideo, and Creatify flip the entire model, where you can take a simple product link, type a few lines of context, and then you can generate studio quality UGC ads on demand. Ads that look like they were shot by real creators, but are actually built by AI. That means no delays, no shipping products, and no flaky freelancers. Just results fast. And because of that, this business model moves insanely quick. I mean, if you reach out to 5 small brands and show them just how you can create viral style content for a fraction of what they normally pay, someone is going to say yes that same week. So for speed to your first $100, I mean, this one is an easy green. But here's the part that most people underestimate, is the effort. Because while AI makes creation fast, it will never replace strategy. So you will always still have to know why an ad performs. The hook, the pacing, the emotion, the offer, all the human psychology behind it. On top of that, you're also managing performance, budgets, and client expectations. And when an ad flops, it's still on you. That's why, in terms of effort, this model sits firmly in the red. Now, here's where it redeems itself. It's through the scalability. Because once you learn what converts and how to replicate it, you can multiply results fast. AI lets you produce ads at scale. It has dozens of variations and optimize campaigns quicker than any human team could, where you can go from 1 client to 10, or build a full-on content studio powered almost entirely by AI. So for scalability, we're right back in the green. And the best part is that you're not just running ads, you're selling performance, attention, and speed. And in 2026, that's the exact combination that every brand is looking for. All right, so far we've talked about AI businesses that take real strategy, creativity, or client management to scale. But what if you wanted something that runs almost entirely on autopilot? No cameras, no clients, no design work, just a system that makes you money while you sleep. It's one of those models where the work happens in the background, handling customers, answering questions, and saving business owners hours every single day. Most people have no idea how simple it actually is. Any guesses? All right, let's pull back the curtain. I'm talking about the 24/7 AI assistant model, or what most people call the AI chatbot business. So here's how it works. Every business needs someone to respond to customers, whether it's where's my order or what size should I pick. But we all know that hiring a full support team, that can be extremely expensive and it never stops. So when you come in and say, hey, I can build you a chatbot that handles all your customer questions 24/7 for a one-time setup fee, that's instant value, because you're not just selling automation, you're selling peace of mind. And with this, the best part is that it's incredibly easy to set up, where you can use tools like Chatbase, Tidio, or MiniChat, which are all drag and drop and don't require any coding up front at all. You can then connect them to a website, feed them FAQs or product info, and in minutes the bot is handling real conversations. So, in terms of effort, this one is a strong green, as there's minimal effort once it's running. But here's the tricky part. You actually have to land those first few clients. You see, this idea has exploded recently, which means that this space is crowded, where you're gonna be competing against freelancers, pre-built templates, and DIY tools that promise the same thing, which does make it harder to stand out and find clients that are willing to pay what it's worth. So for time to your first $100, this one is more yellow. It's doable, but it's not instant. And finally, scalability. Now, this is where it slows down. Sure, it's nice passive income, but once you get a few clients, but it doesn't naturally multiply. You're limited by how many bots that you can set up or maintain unless you build a full support agency behind it. So with this, that's why scalability here is red. Still, it's one of the cleanest, most hands-off AI businesses to start with. So if you just want something simple, automated, and low maintenance, then this is it. But if you're ready for something more creative, something that actually gets attention online, that's exactly where we're headed next. Every day, you're seeing videos that blur the line between what's real and what's not. Movie trailers for films that never existed, celebrity clips that were never filmed, Drake dropping verses that he never recorded. And behind all of it is AI. Now, imagine turning that power into a real business, where you can create endless viral style videos, social posts, or articles without ever picking up a camera or typing a word from scratch. That's the idea behind this next model. You've got tools like Veo, Pika, and Runway that can take a single sentence, something like LeBron James playing soccer in the World Cup, and then turn that into a full-blown, hyper-realistic video in under a minute. This is the AI Content Factory model, and I'm telling you right now, this thing is wild. And it's also how people are printing money online right now. So with this, some people are using these clips to then sell products on TikTok Shop. where you see other people are licensing AI-generated videos to brands or clients who need fast, consistent content output. So when it comes to ease, this one clearly is in the green. You will not need any technical skills to start, just creativity and access to the right tools. As AI handles the scripting, the visuals, the captions, and the editing, you just simply have to guide it. And now with the speed to your first $100, it's also green. You can sell short AI videos to small brands, influencers, or even creators who want daily content but just don't have the time to make it. So if you hustle on platforms like Fiverr or Upwork or even TikTok DMs, you can land your first few clients within days. But here's where the truth hurts, and that is with scalability, as this is where the model starts to fall apart because you're not the only one doing it anymore. AI made content creation so easy that the internet is now flooded with it, and the clients definitely know that. So that means that they're no longer willing to pay premium rates for something that they can largely do themselves. So you're then forced to create massive volumes of content just to make small profits, where you're then going through a nonstop cycle of hunting for the next one-off gig. So that's why scalability here is in the deep red. It's not that the tools are weak, they're actually incredible. You see, the problem though is that everyone has access to them. And when everyone has the same power, it stops being a business advantage. So the AI content factory model is easy to start, but it's hard to make money from. You're selling something that clients can almost basically just do themselves. It's a high effort, low reward treadmill, one that keeps you busy, but rarely builds long-term freedom. So if you want to sharpen your skills and experiment with AI creatively, it's a perfect entry point. But if you're looking to build something scalable and something that can give you consistency year after year, you'll want to pay attention to what comes next. All right, everything that we covered so far has been building to this moment right here, because the final business on this list, it is not just another AI side hustle. It's the one that connects all the other models that you've seen today. It's the reason that creators, marketers, and entrepreneurs are scaling faster than ever before without teams, warehouses, or endless client management. Guess what it is? It's AI hybrid dropshipping. And let me just go ahead and break it down as simple as possible to you. Okay, you're selling products online, but here's the twist. You're not buying any inventory up front, you're not packing any boxes, and you're not gonna sit there and touch a single shipment yourself. So when somebody comes into your website and orders a product from you, the supplier will ship it directly to the customer, and you just keep the profit in between. That's the core of AI hybrid dropshipping, and it's the simplest, fastest, and most scalable AI business model right now. Because unlike the other models that we talked about, you're not just guessing what people might want. You're selling what they already do want. Look, every business in this world runs off of one simple thing, and it's called supply and demand. And when AI helps you spot those trends faster than everyone else, you win. It's just plain and simple. Most new entrepreneurs spend years building something just to find out that nobody wants it. That's why with AI dropshipping, it flips that completely. You find what's already selling, you then build a store in minutes, and then you scale what's working, all without the risk or the guesswork. So when it comes to ease, this one is an obvious green. AI handles your store design, your product descriptions, your email flows, even your ad angles. You just guide the direction, where you don't have to wait for any agencies, you don't have to have any revisions that you're just waiting on, you just are focusing on straight execution. And the speed to your first $100, it's also green, because this is easily the fastest of any model on this list, because one winning product can take you from zero to profit in a single day. AI tools like AutoDS will literally hand you products backed by real data, give you live ad examples, engagement stats, pricing comparisons, so you know what's working before you ever even spend a single dollar on ads. Now let me just say, here's the best part, and that is with scalability. Once you find something that works, this process never changes. You just duplicate what's already winning, raise ad spend, test variations, and then continue to grow. And then before long, you're not just running a store, you're building a legitimate brand with multiple winning products running at once. That's why with scalability here, this is a third green. 3 greens in a row. This is the only AI business model that is green across the board in any industry, because it has no weaknesses, no trade-offs. It's just giving pure leverage. Every other model forces a compromise, but this one doesn't, because the same process that makes you your first $100 is the exact same one that can take you to $1,000, $10,000, or even $100,000. Just by scaling what's already working. And that's what makes AI hybrid dropshipping so powerful, as it's not just profitable, it's predictable. This is where everything that you've learned, content, ads, and automation finally connect. And it's the only AI business built to scale effortlessly from day one. And like I promised you earlier, let's make this real, because you're one winning product away from that first $100 day. So let me go ahead and teach you step by step exactly how I teach my students using one of the most powerful AI tools on the market right now, AutoDS. All right, so when you first open up AutoDS, you're gonna notice that it's not just another product database. It's a full AI-powered research hub built to help you spot winning products before it's too late. Everything inside is filtered, ranked, and analyzed automatically. So right here, what you can see is that you got the handpicked product tab, which is going to pull together all the products that are already trending and backed by live engagement data. You can literally see active ad links running on Facebook and TikTok right now, engagement scores that track how fast a product is picking up traction, and even saturation levels that are going to tell you if your product is too crowded in the market or if it's got the perfect amount of attention so you can move with the momentum that is surrounding it. That alone can save you hundreds of dollars while you're testing. And look, it even goes deeper. AutoDS even shows you the target audience breakdown, the gender, the age range, the interests, and even what platform those buyers are converting on. It's like having an insider's look at who's actually buying before you ever spend a single dollar on ads. Now let's go ahead and actually select a product. So right here, we're gonna filter by interaction rate first. Let's go and keep it above 2%, so we're only seeing products that people are actually engaging with right now. And since it is holiday season, I'm gonna go ahead and type in something like holiday dinner. No complex research, I'm just gonna let AI pull the data for me. All right, so perfect. Here's the adjustable warming tray. Instantly, you can see how this fits right into the holiday season category. Family gatherings, potlucks, office parties. I mean, this one practically sells itself. Now, watch how easy this next part is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna click into this creative tab right here, and then boom, you can already see live ads running for this product right now. One has 58,000 likes, 200 comments, 500 shares. Another one is a little bit smaller, around 9,000 likes, but it's still getting strong engagement in terms of shares. And here's what this is gonna tell you. People are not just scrolling past these videos. They're sharing them, they're tagging friends, and they're leaving comments. That's real buying intent, not just random views. Then, if you wanna actually hop in here and see exactly what the ad looks like, all you have to do is just hit see original. And as you can see, it's gonna take me straight to the TikTok itself. And now I can instantly study what's working. The visuals, the angles, the emotion, all in one single click. So you can see that she's showing the product in a real moment, outside with family, during the cold, and that's definitely something that's relatable. It solves a problem, and it has the emotional appeal that can have a viewer already picturing who this gift would be perfect for. Now, as you scroll down a little bit more, you can see that AutoDS even is gonna show you the cost of goods right here, which for this product is $9.90. And if we take a look at the competitor pricing, which is about $80, we've already got a potential profit for each product sitting right around $70, which is insane with how effortlessly that you could pump these out. And look, this entire process took what, like 2 minutes, where I didn't have to put in any guesswork, no bouncing between a dozen websites. This is exactly what I mean when I say minimal effort, maximum return. Because the hardest part of product research, all the data, the testing, the validation, is handled for you through AutoDS, where you're not grinding for hours, you're just simply choosing what's already proven and then moving faster than everyone else still trying to figure it out. And look, because you made it this far, I want to give you something to actually start with. You see, below this video, you're gonna find my top 10 winning products of the month, all tested and proven by my team and I. You see, these are the same type of products that took my students Manpreet from just $1,600 in total sales to over $24,000 in his first month. And right now, timing matters more than ever, as we are right in the middle of Q4, the biggest spending window of the entire year for online businesses, where momentum is at its peak and even complete beginners are seeing results that you simply just cannot get at any other time of the year. So don't let this just be another video that you watch, nod your head at, and do nothing with. You've got an AI business model sitting right in front of you that could take you from zero to real results. But the most important thing that you always have to do is to take action. And if you want a step-by-step walkthrough of exactly how to start, how to set up your first product, and to launch your store the right way, then make sure to go and check out my video, How to Start Dropshipping in 2026, so you could get started with zero confusion. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. This is AC with Supreme Ecom, and I'm out.